It's Monday, time for Market Mondays. I'm Ali Hussein from HQ Team Orlando, Keller Williams at the Parks. And the lovely cameraman behind the camera that you can't see is...
It's Uzi Hussein, also with HQ Team Orlando and Keller Williams at the Parks.
Yay! And it's Monday, so we're going to do Market Mondays today. Let's start off with a couple things. A lot of people always been asking me, I've been calling, checking on people and seeing how our clients are doing. They've been asked, so how's the market? That's like the most common question. And it's even more intriguing now because with this whole COVID craziness going on. So to tell you the truth, it's actually not bad given everything. Do you want to go ahead and give us the stats, Uzi?
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, what we have been doing, literally we've started this as of this past Friday in terms of publishing it on our social media, but we've been following it ourselves daily. And then you may have seen it if you follow us on any of our social media, which by the way is hashtag HQ Team Orlando. We've been posting daily stats, and then just today we did a weekly stat for Orange, Seminole, and Osceola County, which we could add Volusia, Lake, Polk, etc., but we just wanted to go with just three counties.
The Tri-County, right?
Yeah, the Tri-County area that we typically serve. A lot of our customers are in those three counties. And what we're doing is we're monitoring every day as a 24-hour period. We're monitoring how many new listings came on the market, how many went pending or under contract, which basically means that for the listings that are actively on the MLS, how many of them actually got an offer. And then we're also monitoring how many properties actually closed or sold on that 24-hour period. And then since today was Monday, and usually the weekend activity can lag because people are off and things like that. So what we figure we'll do every Monday is we'll do a recap again of all those things, but from like a Monday through Sunday. So with that said, let's dive right into it. So for the period of time from last Monday, April 6th, through today, this morning around like 9 o'clock, we have a total of 566 new listings.
Wow.
Yeah, and
so people still moving.
Yeah, because a lot of people have to, right? Then we have 479 properties that actually received an offer and went under contract, meaning a buyer and a seller agreed on an accepted offer.
Yes.
And then 468 properties actually closed, meaning these are properties that were pending, that had an offer on them.
Actually sold completely, they're transferred ownership, all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Wow. So things are still moving. It's a different market, a different way to do business. We have to do things a little differently. Like, obviously, every time I do a showing, we actually did some showings last week, as a matter of fact. I had gloves, hand sanitizer, everything. I went through and Lysol wiped every single door handle before the buyers came in, and I did it after they left. It's a little bit more work, but you know what? We want to keep everyone safe, both the buyers and the sellers.
And in this instance, these buyers opted to actually visit the home, and one of the homes was a vacant home anyway, so there wasn't any concern of coming into contact with another person while the showing was happening. But we also have the option of just doing virtual and video tours.
Yes.
So that if they wanted to avoid that, they completely could.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the qualifications are kind of changing. So in the past, on the lower end of the spectrum, if you were at around the 560 mark, 560 to 580, you could still, some lenders, granted they would hit you with a little bit of an interest hit, but at 580 you could actually still qualify for an FHA loan with 3.5% down.
For a 580 credit score.
Well, very good credit score. Recommended has always been in the 620 plus, 640 and higher to really get a decent loan, but you could still get qualified if you were that low. Chase recently decided that and again, don't quote me on this, from what I've read, they've raised that number to 700. So if you have less than a 700 credit score, more than likely they won't even accept you through the process.
And so, very interesting thing to note here, guys. If you or someone you know was in the process that you had just gotten pre-approved through Chase, and if you believe that your credit score is below that new threshold of 700, there's a good chance that they are not going to be approving your loan, and you may be looking for another lender. You may have possibly even made an offer on a home you may be pending. So what do? Well, don't fret. You can always contact us, and we'd be happy to provide you with a couple of our lender resources that are, from what I believe, they are approving those loans. Obviously, they'd have to look at everything and review everything, but we have those resources for you. Should you need them, feel free to contact us.
And another thing is the process is kind of changing a little bit on that. In the past, typically what would happen, is you would sign in the title company, and then the title company would say, yes, okay, everything's good. They talk to the lender. It's electronically funded. You pretty much get your keys and you're done. Well, they've changed it now. Because at any given time, any employer can start going, okay, we're no longer essential, or because of business we have to lay people off. Well, now what they're doing is some lenders are saying, okay, you know what? We cannot fund until 24 hours, like one business day after the closing. So you'd sign all the paperwork, do all that stuff, send them money, all that stuff it happens. Then the lender is actually checking your credit one more time. They're also pulling an employment verification one more time before they release funding for the loan.
Absolutely. That's definitely, so, when we say that the market is still good and it's still functioning, basically it's not dead, right? So there's obviously numbers that are happening and deals that are closing, but the landscape has definitely changed in a couple of ways. One of them obviously being that the way we do showings has changed. And then what you're referring to, Ali, is the fact that with those deals that are closing right now, the closing process has changed. So just to reiterate, in the old way, basically the day of your closing or the day of your settlement, everybody signs, the lender funds, you get your keys, and everything's a go. Now, the day you may sign is not the day you necessarily would get funded, because after you have signed, the lender wants to do a couple more steps to verify that you're still employed, your credit is still based on where it needs to be for them, and then after they fund,
they'll fund, exactly,
the very next day.
Anyway, well, regardless of that process, and this may change multiple times. So what I would just...
Oh, and I wanted to interject also, there's also been drive-by closings. So where, for social distancing, you don't leave your car, you don't go anywhere, and you don't invite anyone to your home or office. And instead, the lenders and, the buyer or the seller each are in their own cars signing, or there's a remote signing. In other words, we've got, I guess the industry has got things in place now to make it work while practicing social distancing.
Absolutely. So anyway, if we can, regardless, we will walk you through the process. We'll let you know as we go through each step how that's going to work. So we're there to help you out for who needs it. I guess that's pretty much it. So if we can assist you in any which way, whether it's purchasing a new home or even selling your existing home, please feel free to reach out to us on social media or h2teamorlando@gmail.com. My number 407-719-9376 or Uzi 407-719-6576. Or if you were just wondering, how much is my house worth? We now have a website where it confidentially sends you your market analysis. Now, roughly these are marketed. This is a very good estimate of where your home is worth. Obviously, there's some factors that we will tweak when we see your home if you choose to list with us. So it's myhomepricenow.us. Again, myhomepricenow.us. us, and we can give you your private home value. It's emailed to you within a few minutes.
So boy, we covered a lot today, didn't we?
Yes. So if you liked what you heard, please share it on social media. Tag people you know that may be helpful with this information. Speaking of social media, this is our YouTube channel. We have 30 plus videos already on there on all kinds of subjects. And we're going to try to do more videos as much as we can. Again, thanks so much for watching. And until next week, have a wonderful day. Stay safe.
Stay safe, stay home, practice social distancing, wash your hands for 20 seconds in hot water and all that kind of good stuff. And I
think they've heard those plenty of times.
I know, but I think it still needs to be said as a helpful reminder. We really do need to take this seriously.
For the record, my better half is 6 feet away.
Yes, that's another thing. See, we were practicing social distancing.
Yeah, that's why we're not.
Well, maybe the next video I'll be forward facing.
There you go. Sounds good.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Stay safe. And
Thanks.
signing off from both of us.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.